Hi, this is Amanda Alexander, and I am a realtor with Keller Williams Tampa Properties here in Tampa, Florida. You can find me at amandaalexander.kwrealty.com, or my phone number is 727-871-0515. My email is sellyourhomewithamanda@gmail.com. Today I want to talk about how to have a successful open house. It can be tricky to have a successful open house, and it can be frustrating if you don't have successful open houses because then you give up. So the very first thing when having an open house is you want to start working on it about a week in advance. When I say working on it, I mean getting it out in front of people. Obviously, it's people that are going to come to your open house, so you want to broadcast it to as many people as you can. The first way to do this is to go and door knock the neighbors. Your neighbors are your best resource when selling a house. They know people who want to move into the neighborhood, and they will talk to other people. So whether you do it by just door knocking and telling them about it, or whether you do a flyer about the home and hand it out to them, definitely door knocking before an open house is the way to go. Then the second thing is if you've made a flyer, and you don't have to have a flyer, I just like to make pretty flyers. So you want to go and post it on all the social media sites, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Those are probably the main ones, LinkedIn, that you can use. And you don't want to just post it once. You want to be consistent with posting it throughout the week so that you keep it top of mind, either for other agents who may have buyers or for buyers who just may be looking on their own right now. The next thing is you want to have good open house signs. Buying a red and white sign at Home Depot with an arrow is not a good open house sign. To me, when I see signs like that, it tells me that that agent is not putting forth the effort and is just kind of throwing something together. You don't want your open houses to look like they're being thrown together. It says a lot and speaks volumes about how you do an open house to your prospective clients. So I had custom signs made. They have my name, my face, and my phone number on them. Now, not a lot of people want to put their face on a sign, and that's fine. You don't have to do that. Just make sure that they look nice. Mine are custom, and I'm very consistent with my logo and my branding, so everything looks the same all the time. And I'll show you some stuff here in a minute. So make sure you have nice, pretty signs. The next thing is on the day of the open house, you want to put your signs out either the night before, or if you're going to do it on the same day, do it a couple hours before the open house, and you want to attach pretty balloons to them. I know that sounds silly and it sounds really simple and maybe like it wouldn't matter, but it does matter. It draws the buyer's eyes to the sign and helps direct them to the open house. And so those are some ways to have a good open house pre-open house. Now, once the open house comes and it's the day of, there's a couple things that you want to have during an open house. For one, you want to have a sign-in sheet, and you want everybody to sign in, even if they're working with a realtor, because you always want to follow up. Whether they're working with a realtor or not, you always want to follow up and say thank you. And maybe they're not working with a realtor, and that's your way to follow up with them for business. The next best reason is for safety. You want to know who is coming in and out of your client's home at all times. During an open house, it's a sign-in sheet. Any other time, it's going to be an electronic lockbox so that you can see who's been in and out of the home. And then a couple other things that I'll show you that I have. I have a sheet, a couple of sheets actually. One looks like this. This just says, do you know the value of your home? Or would you like to know the value of your home? This is a great way to get in front of that person again after the open house and do some follow-up, whether it's a CMA, whether it's just a conversation, whatever. And then this one is, do you have any general real estate needs or questions? A lot of people have questions, they're just afraid to ask, so this opens up the door for them to ask. You can see that all my stuff is branded the same. I'll walk outside here in a second and show you my my signs too. The next thing you want to have is a flyer of the property and some information about it. If there's been any upgrades or updates, then you want to list those. Those are things buyers are going to want to know. Then you want to have an MLS sheet. This will give them the taxes, the insurance, days on market, square foot, beds, baths, all that good stuff that they're going to want to know. Let me walk out here really quick and show you what my open house signs look like. And you'll see that everything I do is branded and it all looks the same. I don't know if you can see that or not, but you'll notice that my for sale sign and my open house sign look the same. Now sometimes the balloons are going to fall off, fly off, or kids in the neighborhood are going to come along and pull them off. So don't expect to be keeping your balloons after the open house. The next most important thing during an open house actually is after the open house. You want to make sure you follow up with your clients or whoever has been through here. Whether you send them a thank you card if they've provided their address to you, or whether you shoot them an email and just say thank you for coming, it was very nice to meet you. Anything is a good way to follow up. Not following up, not doing anything is bad. I can't tell you how many times I have won over clients and got business from open house clients because of my follow-up. The last one was just last week. I had met them several months ago at an open house. They already had a realtor from a relocation package. I'd seen them 3 different times at 3 different open houses, and finally they called me and said they were unhappy with the service they were getting and they wanted to hire a new realtor. And they hired me because they'd seen me so many times and because I had followed up with them via a thank you card and emails. Keller Williams has a great way to follow up with people. We have what's called E-Edge, where we can put them in our database and do email campaigns to them and such. You only want to do that, obviously, if they're not working with a realtor. And please ask them if they're working with a realtor. That's the professional way to do it. You don't want to be stepping on toes, and you don't want to be known as one of those realtors who steals business. So make sure you ask that question. I think that pretty much covers it. If you do have any questions about how I have open houses or how to have a successful open house, please call me at 727-871-0515, or my email again is sellyourhomewithamanda@gmail.com, and my website is amandaalexander.kwrealty.com. Thank you so much, you guys. Have a great day.